Hi, I am hoping this is recording. Yes, it looks like it is. I just wanted to do a little review here regarding the Blog Talk Radio and the different kinds of webcasting and so on that are needed to be explained. So I'm going to do that here. This is Valerie Bass at Radio Time Productions and MedQuery Consultants. And basically what we do there is we go ahead and at blogtalkradio.com/Radio Time Productions. I have over, close to 100 now broadcasts there, and I like Blog Talk. There are other venues. However, what we're going to talk about today is the different kinds of media when they're talking about this kind of thing. Now, webcast is media presentation distributed over the internet using streaming media technology, live or on demand. Broadcasting over the internet. That's the technical definition of a webcast. Now, there's also a simulcast, which is for larger stations and for TV. And I'll talk more about that at some other time. Webcasting is a distribution of media files through the internet and is live streaming. That's webcasting. Podcasting media file is the internet, is also podcasting on the internet. And, you can choose to, when you're having an interview or whatever you're going to be broadcasting, you can choose to have that private. Or you can put it on, actively where people can listen if they know the address of where you're going to be speaking. So, there's a lot to this webcasting and podcasting. And basically, we also have streaming media. This is multimedia. It's constantly received by and presented to an end user. So that's the basic concepts, regarding all the different terminology. And, I had done some time with the terrestrial radio stations, meaning your traditional radio stations, 880 AM, those. And, of course, that was a great way to get started and learn the whole process, and I liked it. I was working with some fabulous people that I still work with, Edward Woodson being one. I recommend anybody tune him in, and some others. So, the idea of being on the internet, you see, you're already worldwide once you do that. And when you do webcasting, Blog Talk Radio is one of the largest ones. That's most of mine are there. There are several other venues that I like, but I don't want to get into that. It's a whole nother subject, and this is a test run on this. I want to keep it, streamlined. And, what we need to do is this. We need to know that there are many venues out there regarding getting whatever you want to do out to whomever, how many people you want, whether it be just for fun and your social networks or go worldwide. It's really quite simple because it's push button, and so is when you're, for instance, if you have an interview with me over at Radio Time Productions at Blog Talk Radio, after the broadcast is done, Facebook, Twitter, all of these social networks automatically get it. Okay, so that in itself is useful when you want to get the word out, and of course everybody gets onto iTunes. And that's another subject. iTunes is a fascinating thing. I've been in the industry for a long time, and I still have to do additional research on this phenomenal thing. There's lots going on in this kind of a medium as far as media is concerned, and I invite you to take a look at Radio Time Productions at Blog Talk Radio and some of the blog casts that I've done. And, and we will be having some other very, very interesting people coming on very shortly. God bless. See you later on the radio.